Welcome to American English Dialogues Podcast, the podcast that helps you learn real, everyday English the way it's actually spoken in the United States. For every episode, we're going to listen to, study, and practice natural conversations between real people in real situations, at work, at school, at the store, at the doctor's office, and everywhere in between. Here's the truth about learning a language: you learn it by hearing it, repeating it, and using it. Not just by memorizing grammar rules. That's why this podcast is built around dialogues, short, powerful conversations that teach you vocabulary, pronunciation, tone, and culture all at the same time. Whether you're a beginner just starting your English journey, or an intermediate learner looking to sound more natural and confident, this podcast is for you. So get comfortable. Grab a notebook if you like. And get ready to listen, learn, and speak. This is American English Dialogues Podcast. Let's begin. Chapter 9. Storytelling and Narrative Dialogues. Key vocabulary. Study these 5 terms before reading the article and dialogue in this chapter. Anecdote. A short, personal story used to illustrate a point or entertain in conversation. The professor opened the lecture with a funny anecdote about his first day teaching, instantly engaging the class. Narrator. The person who tells or recounts a story, controlling what information is shared and how. In the dialogue exercise, each student took a turn as the narrator, describing an event from their life in English. Climax. The most intense or decisive moment in a story, where the main conflict reaches its peak. The climax of her immigration story was the moment she passed her citizenship exam with a perfect score. Chronological. Arranged in the order in which events occurred in time. He told his story in chronological order, beginning with leaving his home country and ending with his first job in the U.S. Vivid. Producing powerful, clear, or detailed mental images through strong and specific language. Her vivid description of the market in Mexico City made everyone in the class feel as if they were standing there. Article. Human beings are storytelling creatures. Long before written language existed, communities passed knowledge, values, and identity from generation to generation through spoken narrative. In the context of language learning, storytelling dialogues are among the most powerful tools available because they activate memory, emotion, and imagination simultaneously, 3 forces that dramatically enhance language retention. Personal storytelling is especially prominent in American culture. Americans regularly use anecdotes to build connection, establish credibility, and make abstract ideas concrete. In job interviews, candidates are asked to tell me about a time when. In social settings, friends swap stories as a primary form of bonding. In academic writing, narratives anchor arguments in human experience. Mastering the art of English storytelling is therefore both a linguistic and a social achievement. A well-constructed spoken narrative in English typically follows a recognizable structure, orientation, setting the scene, complication, introducing a problem or turning point, climax, the most intense moment, resolution, how the problem was solved, and evaluation, the significance or lesson of the story. Learning this structure helps English learners not only tell their own stories coherently but also understand and engage with others' narratives. Dialogue within narrative is particularly rich in language teaching value because it reproduces authentic speech inside a broader story context. When a character in a story says, "I told him," you don't know what you're talking about. The learner encounters colloquial expression, emotional intensity, and narrative quotation conventions all at once. Encouraging learners to tell their own stories in English in writing, in class, or in conversation also has profound psychological benefits. It affirms that their experiences are valuable, their voices are worth hearing, and their language, however imperfect, can carry truth and beauty. Dialogue. Read and practice this dialogue with a partner, then analyze the language strategies it models. Sharing a memorable story. Pedro. You look like you have a good story to tell. What happened? Fatima. Oh, you won't believe it. So, this is going back about 5 years, my first week in the United States. Pedro. Oh, first week stories are always the best. Go on. Fatima. Okay. So, I was trying to take the bus to my English class, right? I thought I knew the route. But I was looking at the wrong map entirely. Pedro. No. Where did you end up? Fatima. 20 miles in the wrong direction. I ended up in a completely different city. I didn't have enough money for a return ticket and my phone was almost dead. Pedro. That sounds terrifying. What did you do? Fatima. Here's the vivid part. I walked into a bakery, and in my worst, most broken English ever, I explained what happened. The owner, this older Vietnamese woman, she just smiled, gave me a huge piece of cake, and called her son to drive me back. No questions asked. Pedro. That's an incredible story. What did you learn from it? Fatima. That kindness doesn't need perfect language. And that getting lost sometimes takes you exactly where you need to be. Learning tips. 5 learning tips. 1. Learn the 5-part narrative structure: orientation, complication, climax, resolution, evaluation, and use it to organize your own English stories. 2. Practice telling a personal story in 3 different lengths: 1 sentence, 1 paragraph, and 5 minutes. This builds versatility. 3. Use vivid sensory language in your narratives. Sights, sounds, smells, and feelings make stories memorable and engaging. 4. Listen for storytelling transitions like "so then," "out of nowhere," "at that point," and "long story short," and incorporate them into your speech. 5. Record a personal story in English each week. Reviewing past recordings shows you your own progress over time. Thank you for joining us today. If you enjoyed this episode, please share it with a friend who is also learning English. And if you have a question, a word you didn't understand, or a topic you'd like us to cover in a future episode, we want to hear from you. Remember, learning a language is not a race. It's a journey. And every single episode you listen to, every dialogue you study, every new word you use, that's a step forward. You are making progress. Keep going. This has been American English Dialogues Podcast. Thank you for listening, and we'll see you, or rather, we'll talk to you, in the next episode. Until then, keep listening, keep practicing, and keep speaking. Goodbye for now.